Good morning, everyone. And thank you for doing the last yoga practice of the year. This class is going to be an abbreviated class. It's going to be a 1-hour class. My mom's having an issue and she's in a rehab place, and I went and checked on her this morning, but I need to go back. So I want to be here and I want to do the practice for myself, and I want you to do the practice for yourself. It's just going to be a little bit smaller. So when we get to the end, towards Shavasana, you're welcome to just lay and have your own quiet time and go on with your day when you're finished, or you can depart at the same time that I finish. So that's the plan today. And I think I mentioned the poses we'll be doing. So you might want to position your mat in the direction that mine is so we can mirror each other. If you need to flip it when we get down to the chaturangas, because we should always do some chaturangas, feel free to switch it at that point. So I'm going to tip this up just a little bit. Hold on. There we go. A little bit. And we'll begin our practice. We're going to start standing and bring a little energy into our body. So while I have a block there, I really should remove it and put it over here. So we're going to come to Samastiti by standing today. So Tadasana can be Iyengar style, Ashtanga style, or just an open parallel position. So get grounded into your feet, engage through your inner thighs, address Mula Bandha, the action of Uddiyana, a lifting of the heart without throwing the shoulders back, and crown of head towards sky. And then finally reach the fingers down onto the earth. And you can leave your eyes opened or lowered or closed. Tune into your breath. Focus on the exhale, where the abdominal wall really presses in tightly to expel the air. Return to your normal or natural breath. Flutter your eyes open. Extend the arms to your side. So the first few things that we do are just about figuring out how you feel. Lift the arms, join the palms. Of course, we always do our practice with an attitude of gratitude. And so being on the long end of your mat, step your feet apart, doesn't have to be really wide, and then slightly turn the toes outward. So that when your knee bends one at a time, it moves in the direction of your foot as opposed to buckling in or pulling out. So bandhas and everything is the same. Shoulders are relaxed, arms extend. You're going to create a little energy as you shift to the right and shift to the left. This generally works better if we're going at the same cadence, because the slower motion makes it a little more mindful as we utilize our core for a lot of this. So bring your left arm up and over as if to say, come on over, and then, oh no, go back. So breath in, the arm up and over, and breath out back. So this moving arm shoulder really drops right here as you press away. Kind of has that Tai Chi feel, I know. Now this is where I'm going to add a little bit of balance, and I'll show you the amended variation so that as you shift, you're going to tap onto one toe and then step back down. So just tapping the toe and landing. If you feel so bold, lift off the foot and down. Squeeze your bums. Squeeze your belly. Take your time. So you feel the effort, and then you feel the calm. Twice more. And then drop the arms down, relax the shoulders. Reaffirm your posture, your bandhas. Let the arms open to the side. So now that right arm is going to rise over your head and pressing away. If your shoulders are having some issues, you can do the same thing. You just don't go overhead. Using your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Relax that right shoulder. Now here's your option one as you shift out of the right foot, just tapping the toe. And then if you want to be bold and lift the foot, keep your breathing. And 2 more times. It's okay if you fall out of it, it sometimes happens. Here's your last one. And then drop the arms and walk your feet in. So you should feel a little energy have come to your shoulders. And now I'm going to reach the arms up and then touch the earth. So my hips go back as I touch the earth. And if you don't want to touch the earth because your back or your knees are just not wanting to do that, you can intend to touch the earth. Remember, in yoga, intentions matter. So as I stand mindfully, allowing the arms to lift, but not my hips to thrust forward, I breathe in. As I breathe out, I touch. Doing this a few times. The caution here is that when the arms go up, the hips don't go forward. So you just come to that nice Tadasana, extended. If you're inclined and want to look up, modify as would be deemed appropriate. I'll do one more. I'll make a big circle of the arms as they come up and go around and bind behind. So the binding is the grabbing or lacing of the fingers. Widen your stance. Straighten the elbows. Profile view. I've come to this. So my shoulders are pressed back. If you can, raise the hands off the back. You can gaze upward. So a little bit of chest opening. And we'll do a little side opening. So release the arms, turn the right foot, bend the knee and put the hand on the thigh. So I've not collapsed. We'll be doing a modified triangle pose today. So this is kind of that, not yet. And you're gonna lift the other arm until you feel that you've created a diagonal line so that the arm is not in front, it's more toward the ear, and you have that line from fingers, arm, all the way down. Hand is here, but you're not leaning on it. So lift and pull out, reach up, we're gonna open, release, turn the toe back, turn the other toe open, shift over, lift, release, raise the arm. We'll do this one more time on each side. Release arm, straighten up leg, turn toes, right foot, bend knee, nice lifted rib cage, arm, creates that beautiful diagonal line. So remember, traditionally in yoga we look up, but that may not suit you, so you can look forward or you could look down. Release arm, straighten leg, turn toe, other foot, lift up tall, release arm. So observing your body in its asymmetrical form, release the high arms, straighten the leg. By which I mean, walk your feet together. Now you should feel oh so much taller and open. So we have two sides to our bodies. They don't perform the same. So personally for me, I know that this arm is a little tighter and that this arm is generally freer for me. So observe these things in your body and then work a little more on the tighter side and then really have a little more strength on the easier side. Okay, a little for the hamstrings. If you have a yoga block, you can use it, but really you don't need it. You're going to go into some forward folds, Uttanasana, wherever your hamstrings allow. So we're available through there. My feet go out, parallel, bandhas, bandhas, thumbs to the small of my back. We do this in a stepwise fashion. Inhale, lift my heart without thrusting my hips forward. Just kind of pull those shoulders back again. You can look up, though you don't have to. As you exhale, slide the hands just above the knees to your thighs. So we know this is a variation on the bookshelf. Lean into your toes so you feel your heels lifting. Draw the shoulders down, lengthen your spine such that your elbows can then straighten. So if this is not enough, your hamstrings are not quite feeling the stretch, though they may, so you could stay here, or you could go over your knees, still hinging, not rounding. If you wanted a block, which lends support to your back, you could go here. You could maybe turn the block on its side, or you could put your hands on the floor and put your head on the block. The forward fold is up to you. So you're going to feel as you're forward folding all this pressure, which is what I have finishing up in my respiratory thing here. All the fluids moving into your head, your eyes, your nose. This is all about your hamstrings. As you release the hands to the small of the back, imagine the inner thighs squeezing. We do that to protect our back and rise up. You can wait here, adjusting the blood pressure, or you can continue into opening as we do this 2 more times. Inhale to open, exhale to fold. Maybe you go a little further, maybe you don't. Think about this as being a hinge. If I looked at you, I would see your body has gone neutral spine rather than rounded spine. So maybe you don't go so far, which is fine. Squeeze the legs, put the thumbs on the back. When ready, rise up on your own terms. Wait at the top or do 1 more. This time when we go forward, we're going to clasp the hands or bind them again. Straighten the elbows and go forward. So this variation helps to maintain that neutral spine. Lean into your toes. This time when you release, put your hands on your thighs, bend the knees, and move your heels in and toes in a little bit, and then down to your forearms. So modified squat. If your knees feel like they're collapsing inward, use the elbows to push the knees outward. Open your inner thigh. And it's okay to kind of wiggle around. Since I rise up, I'm going to engage from my bandhas. I'll transfer the weight from my back to my hands and then slowly roll my spine up, taking all the time that I need to put things back in place. Drawing all the way up and walking my feet together. So I can hear the guys are coming. So just stand for a moment as I close this window. And let's do a little for the hips. Thank you for your patience. So feet under the hips, the leg's going to go back, the knee will bend and come up and around. We're going to alternate the legs, somewhat like a walking. Careful of any things that are behind you, and your arms can be wherever you want them. I always think of this as like I'm getting onto a bike. This is getting on the bike. Pardon me. So as we stand on that one leg and do that motion for the hips, notice how important your core is. By core, I mean the front of your body, but also the back muscles. One more each side. Now it's time to get off of the bike. So if you were holding onto the bike, you'd lift up the leg and move it back behind you. So again, you may find that one side is a little more stable. This is things we learn about ourselves. Keep breathing. Arms can be wherever you need them. So in yoga, speed isn't necessarily to our advantage. We want to move mindfully, and we need time to do that. Okay, shake everything out. We're going to begin a series that will take us through some crescent pose, star pose, and a goddess pose. We're the goddess. Step the feet wide, maybe a little wider than we have been doing before. Toes just slightly turned out. Bandhas, bandhas, chest, arms here. If you can, extend, and here is our star pose. When the elbows draw in, they try and come behind your back to touch as both knees bend for our goddess pose. Inhale to star. Exhale, goddess. So you deepen with the knees moving in the direction of the toes as we have been preparing. So the next time we come down, those elbows will not move toward the back. Instead, they will come to a cactus. Using your left heel, lift it up, pivot on the ball of the foot. Now this other foot can kind of turn or leave it in, it's fine. So you're in the crescent pose, squeeze that back leg straight a wee bit more. And you can either reach the arms forward and back, if that's better for your shoulders, or you can go more diagonal and down. And now open the arms to your side, turn yourself back center, relax the arms. We do the other side, but first, the star pose to breathe in, bending the knees to the goddess, breathe out. So the next one, instead of goddess, we come to the cactus arms, knees bent. Now the right heel lifts, pivot on the ball of the foot. This foot can stay as it is. Some people will turn it, you decide. Now focus on the back leg, squeeze that knee, keep your arms in cactus. Get grounded, chest up. Option one is you reach forward and draw back. Option two, reaching up, drawing down. Using your breath. Do one more of whichever variation, and then float the arms to the side and return center and drop the arms. Back to the star pose, to goddess and star, and twice more. And this time we come to the cactus arms. So hold them in cactus, the left heel lifts, pivot on the ball of the foot, turn that foot forward and go ahead, lean down on the thigh, but keep your chest up. So I did not round my back. So I'm getting more, my foot in front is pointing toward the short end. Now the back heel is going to drop. So what feet have I just set? My warrior feet. Back heel down, toe on the diagonal. Address your chest and hips, I call them headlights. As you bring yourself up, release the arms by your side. It's okay to touch yourself, that's not weird and creepy. So you can put your hands and make sure that you're not slightly turned out. If you need to amend the foot, you should amend the foot. Some option for arms, depending on your back in Virabhadrasana 1. or maybe here. And then if you want to challenge your balance, you go here. That's not for everybody. Strong arms. Front knee bent, back leg straight. Lower the arms. Open them to the side. Straighten the front leg. Turn and close the posture. Back to the cactus. The star and goddess. Then to the cactus. Twice more. Feel those shoulders draw down. Okay, cactus arms. Right heel lifts. Pivot. Turn that other foot. Lean forward. Keep your chest up. Now position the back heel down so you get grounded. You feel the ankle kind of get a little stretch. Align your knee over your ankle. We're going to go to Virabhadrasana 1. Hips and chest are forward. So as you rise up, reach the arms down to your side. Back leg is squeezing straight, rolling toward pinky toe side. You're welcome to keep the arms here. This one's a little better for back or shoulder issues. You can go here, and you can go further. Be careful as the arms go up, the leg doesn't straighten because it might want to. And breathe. Feel stable. Open the arms to the side. Rotate center, turning your toes, closing the arms. Okay, then different move. Back to the star, back to the goddess. Twice more. This is the one where you come to cactus. Left heel lifts, pivot, turn the foot, lean forward, drop the back heel. So get your foundation. That's why we stop here for a moment. Engage through your bandhas. Leave the right hand on your right leg. Reach your left arm forward. We know when I turn, my body will face the long end of my mat. The arm can go around or over. My body turns. So right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. My front arm raises. Warrior 1. Commit to your lunge. Feels different. From Warrior 2, we go to Exalted Warrior. So front hand flips up. Let the hand travel up the wall, toward the ceiling, to the sky above. Lightly touch the back leg. You're welcome to stay, go, go, go if you want. Looking up is traditional, but you can look forward or you can look down. Stay committed to your lunge. Back to warrior. Okay, this is where we're going to do modified triangle pose. I don't do that one very often. So your right hand comes in front of the right knee, not on top of it for resting. Back hand is where you look, and my thumb is up. As I straighten that front leg, lift my chest, take the arm behind me up towards sky. Do you remember where the triangle is? It's along your side, down your thigh, and the back of the arm. So if you went like this, that would not be a good triangle. So lengthen, open. I know you can touch your ankle, I just don't know if it's the smartest thing to do. Back to Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg and turn, relax your arms. Up to the star pose. Exhale, goddess. Twice more. This time to the cactus arms, and the right heel will lift. Pivot. Go ahead, turn that left foot and lean forward. Drop the back heel. Get firmly entrenched in the Warrior 2 feet. Chest is up. Hand on thigh. Other arm forward. Can go over, can go around. As it turns the body, the front shoulder, the back shoulder, lift the front arm. So track the knee, soften through the shoulders, light gaze off the front hand. To the exalted warrior, the palm is up, it travels up the wall, lifting your ribs from your hips. Now on one side you may go further or not as far, so explore. Options for looking. Back to warrior two. So the left hand comes inside the front knee, straighten the front leg, turn your attention to the back arm. This gets a little wobbly. Remember that nice, tall on both sides of the torso feeling. As the back arm reaches up, the front arm slides inside the knee. Down is not better. Do you see the triangle? Don't know what kind it is. Ground into your feet. That's where you get your support. Back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Turn and drop the arms. One more. Arms float to the star and draw down to the goddess. Now one more, and hold in the cactus. Left heel lifts, pivot, lean forward, adjust the front foot, and drop the back heel. So we placed our warrior feet. As I stand up, I do a breaststroke until my hands bind behind. Grab the hands, lace the fingers. Bend the front knee, the grateful warrior. Moving inside the front leg, ear towards your ankle, not on, but towards. Release the arms. As I come up, use them on your leg to support you, or come all the way up. Open into warrior two, straighten the front leg, and close the posture. So if you need that thigh to come on up, that's okay. Other side, star, goddess, star, goddess. Once more, to cactus. Right heel up, pivot, lean forward. Ground your feet, engage your core, little breaststroke motion, grab the hands, pull yourself up so you get very stable. If these feet are a little wider, makes it a little easier. And into our grateful warrior, sometimes called the humble warrior. So as I rise, I can sweep the arms through or use my hand on my thigh. Take the right arm back, lift the left arm front. I've come to warrior two on my own terms. Straighten the front leg and close the posture. Walk your feet in and a little hula so you feel the work through the core. And now if you want to switch your mat and face forward, you're fine, or step to the end of the mat and look over your shoulder. So we go to chaturangas. If there's shoulder issues, Bear the weight as you can. Remember, elbows in, much more structurally significant rather than here. So if you don't want to do the push-up, just come to your plank, wait, maybe go to down dog, maybe not. Just a few. Find Tadasana. Breathe in, raise arms. Breathe out, touch the earth next to the feet. Breathe in, drop the hips, lift the chest. Breathe out and step back into a plank or a push-up position. Loading shoulders over hands. Yes, you can be on the knees. If you prefer not to be on palms, put the knees down, get to your knuckles. Fair option. So we're gonna go down, but don't touch anything yet. It's called hover. So elbows in, go down, don't touch. Wait for it. And go ahead, touch, relax the feet. Without pushing, do the baby cobra and come down. Baby cobra again, or baby cobra to cobra and come down. If and only you do the upward facing dog, you still go through baby cobra, and then as you continue to go up, drawing the shoulders down, coming to the tops of the feet, elbows in and go down. Turning your toes under, lifting your hips up either with the knees down or the toes down. Pressing yourself off the mat, back to your plank, into our first downward dog. Move those feet, bend the knees, focus on your arms. Elbows in, palms down. Softness through the knees will help you attain that. Breathe in and raise your heels. Breathe out, bend the knees, sit back, look forward on your own terms. Walk, step, or jump to where your hands are. Lay the body on your thighs. Put the hands on or around your calves. Bow over and pull together. Remember, more important to have the body on the thigh than it is to straighten your legs. Bend the knees, release the arms, come all the way back up. Touch the earth. Lift the chest. Back to a plank on your own terms. Watch out for droopy heads. From knees or toes, go down and hover. Here's with the knees. The chest doesn't touch, the hips don't touch. And release softly. Relax the toes. Baby cobra, cobra, up dog as you wish. And come down. Toes under, hips up from knees or toes. Elbows in, pushing yourself to plank. To down dog. Adjust your feet and walk your dog. Both heels rise up when you breathe in. Breathe out, bend the knees, look forward. Walk, step, or jump to where your hands are. Drop the hips, lay the body, bind the hands around your legs. Bow over and draw together. Release the arms, bend the knees, mindfully rise. 2 more times. Exhale, hands touch the earth. Drop the hips, lift the chest. Back to a plank position. Make sure you're in a very nice plank. Knees or toes. Go down and hover. And softly land. Baby cobra, cobra, up dog. And down. Toes under, hips up. Press off the mat. Downward dog. Adjust your feet. Raise the right leg. Leg is straight. Place the right foot down. Raise the left leg. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Three-legged dog. Both feet down. Raise the heels, bend the knees, sit back. Look forward, walk, step, or jump to the front. Drop hips, lift chest. Fold, bind, release, and one more time. You can always wait in child's pose. Touch the earth. Lift the chest. Back to your plank. Get very solid. Down you go. Go ahead and land. Up you go. And down. Toes under, hips up. Now you can go to child's pose, or you can lift the hips, push up and go to down dog. This time, left leg up first. Left leg down, right leg up. Both legs down. You're going to bend the knees, move to the hands and knees. So if you need a towel for padding under, or if you want to draw your mat back and get more padding. Cats and cows. Drop the tailbone, bow the head. Lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Use your breath, take your time. We could think of this as upside down sit-ups, right? So I'm going to walk my hands back. If you say, I'm not good kneeling, you're welcome to stand. As we do modified camel pose, modified. So if you're standing, your feet are hip distance apart. We do slightly push the hips forward and lean back. If you're standing, clearly you're not going to put your hand on your foot. Well, I'm getting everything moving through my body. If it's easier, turn your toes under so you can touch your heel a little more easily. So I've lifted my chest. Choose one of your arms, it won't matter which one. Let it circle around and reach back for the foot. If you can't get the foot, turn the toe under. Let the other arm reach out. If you were to be choosing the standing option, you do this, and you do this. So it's a bit of back extension, but it doesn't have to be big. The arm that's in front pulls you out of it and come back to your standing or kneeling. Same thing other side. Lift the other arm up and around, lean back, find your heel, let the other arm go forward. Bring the arm forward. Let's go one more time each side. First side arm circles, reaches back, find or float. Other arm goes up, say hello to your thighs. Release the arm, come out of it simply. Other arm, leaning back. And release. All right, we're on the floor, and if you're standing, you come down on the floor. If you have anything that you need to move, move it. So this is a twofer. It'll be the boat pose or the dinghy if you'd rather. And then you come to your legs crossed, but not crossed at the ankle. The knees are out, but one foot is forward. And then we'll sit tall and we'll do some hip opening. So as to the boat. This is a core pose, but a lot of hip flexor, the top of your thighs, work very hard as well. So engage your bandhas, lift your chest as we want both sides of the core participating, and lean back. Lift the chest rather than round. Because if we have a dinghy like this, we'll take on water. Let's not take on water. Lift the chest. Pick up your legs. Now the feet can be together or apart. Lift the chest. So this could be good enough. Or you could extend the arms, or you could extend the legs and hold on. It doesn't matter. Oh, I did these yesterday. So this is my option. Lifting the chest and breathing. Now when I come out, I'm going to put my right foot in front, lean forward and put my hands behind, and then lift my spine, which will feel very good to my back. So my knees are to the side, and my right foot, as you can see, is way out in front. Accommodate for any knee issues. Use your hands and rock on your sit bones until you get that tall, neutral spine. Use the hands to move the chest forward. Our intention is to feel our hips, primarily the hip of the leg in front. If you go so far forward, because you can, it's appropriate to move the hands forward and travel outward. If you're the person tight in hips and your knees don't fall out, that's okay. You gotta go where you can go, and certain body parts may have to become available before you get to the next place. If you get cramps, just rub them out. Bringing yourself back up. So if you have a tailbone that needs a little extra padding, I should have mentioned you should give yourself that, having that issue. I'm on 2 mats, so I get a little extra padding. All right, back to the dinghy or back to the boat pose. Engage through my core, lift through my chest, raise my legs. You can hold on or hold on lightly or extend the arms, lift the chest. So this time, as you can imagine, the left foot will be in front, or switch it up if you did the other. As you rock forward, place the hands behind and then begin lifting up so that you're sitting on the sit bones nice and tall. Don't worry how far the knees go. And then lift and lead the heart forward. You want to move until the hips speak to you in various languages. Walking yourself back up. We go onto our back and open our legs into a wide straddle. For me, with the wall here, I'm going to rotate, so my head will be towards you. Do what you need to do. We'll be laying on our back, and it can be helpful for some people to put a pillow under your bum so that when the legs go up, they don't fall away. They can go up and then open into a straddle. You know that low back should remain neutral, so we're not pressing the back down. We're keeping that back neutral and then making our legs straight, like with a capital S, straight. So as I turn on to my back, Bandha Konasana, so the bottom of the feet together. You can use a 2-finger lock if those legs can go straight, or you can hold at your calves or ankles, or even your inner thigh. Check the neutral spine. If the inner thigh is just not happening and you'd prefer to do happy baby, that's available. Bend bend your knees in as I turn back onto my mat. You have an option of doing a bridge pose, a shoulder stand. For those that do headstands, only if you know how to do the headstand. You do not have to. They're not advisable for people with neck issues. So your simplest is the bridge, elevating the hips, perhaps tucking the shoulders. Your second option, bringing the knees in that position to your forehead, then holding your hips, dropping the feet towards your bums, and extending the feet up. For those of you who would like to do a plow, 1 foot at a time, I think is a sweet way to get there. So you're either in a bridge, a plow, or a shoulder stand. 3 breaths. I have do not disturb. Coming out of the shoulder stand or plow, the knees go back to the forehead, the hands go behind, and you slowly release yourself out. You come to your back, you can have your knees open for a moment, so make sure we're all on the back. Then bring your knees up and float your arms straight up. So if the knees go to the right, your arms go to the left and vice versa. So the knees fall one way and the arms fall the other way. Take deep breaths. I'm going to say raise the top leg first and the arms second and the bottom leg last. Then go in opposition the other way. Raise your top leg first, bottom leg second, then your arms, and then draw those knees in. Feel free to lift your head and tuck into a little ball. Raise your head and cradle the head with the hands, moving your legs up and out and in, not very far down. If the 2 legs don't suit you, you know 1 leg is an option. So the next one, leave your knees in, head down, move your head side to side. Roll onto your side and prop up on your elbow. So the boat pose puts a lot of demand on your hip flexor. Let's give it a little stretch. So I am lifting out of my elbow, so I'm not sinking into my shoulder. I'm going to bring the top leg up with both knees forward and slide down toward my ankle. As I weight the leg so it feels heavy, leaning forward, drawing the heel toward my bum until I feel that stretch in the front of my thigh. Releasing the leg, letting the foot come in front, walk my hands up to a seated position and drop down the hip of the knee that's in front. Just for a moment. Taking the top leg off, bringing the bottom leg out and laying on the other side. That way you don't have to turn around and you can't see. Knees are forward, pull out of the elbow, top leg up, grab to the ankle, heavy, heavy leg. As the leg heel to bum draws back, lean a little forward. Satisfy that feeling of a safe opening at the front of your body. That would be the shoulder, the hip, the thighs. Releasing the leg you're holding and placing it in front of the thigh if you can. Then working your way to a seated position. The bent knee hip wants to come all the way down and sit. Oh. Nice. So we'll do a little bit of neck releasing. Find yourself coming to an easy seated position. That could be grabbing a pillow and sitting on the pillow, grabbing a block and sitting on a block, as I'm doing. These guys, the levators, the upper traps, they tend to hold a lot of our tension. And if you don't hold it here, you may hold it in your low back. We all have a place where we just hold on to the tension. So we're going to consciously bring a little warmth into those shoulders by elevating and depressing. Understanding there's 3 places the shoulders can be. They can be up by your ears, in that neutral position, and then depressed. So elevate and depress. End up in that neutral position, not up, not down. Now retract as you pull the shoulders back and draw the shoulders forward. Again, knowing there are 3 places: forward, neutral, and then extended back. I think you can do this like when you're sitting in the car at a stoplight. Okay, end up back in neutral and let your head drop from side to side. Take as much time on one side as you feel the need. You may want to hang out here, that's okay. Sometimes those neck muscles try and tighten up, so stay relaxed. And with your head up and your shoulders in that neutral position, looking from side to side. And then finishing with the nodding of the chin and the lifting of the chest. Hear what I said. Nod the chin, lift the chest. Do you see I'm not lifting my face? You could, I just don't know if you need to. Breathing out when you go down. You can look at your belly, do that work for you. And then when you come up, just feel the expansiveness, the engagement of the back muscles, no strain in the neck, and one more time. And as you stretch those arms, as you're sitting supported with your core, wrap the arms around. Now grab those shoulders and squeeze the breath right out of you. Open the arms. Cross them with the other arm in front. Grab hold of those shoulders. Squeeze the breath right out of you. Come back center. And we'll situate for a few moments in Shavasana, and then I'll have our end of the year saying. You may want to put your feet up the wall, so if there's a wall nearby. If you have a block, you can slip it under your backside, like so, and then mimic putting your feet up the wall, because this is very energizing but relaxing, as all of that energy drains back into the torso. So pick a position. If you feel you're getting chilly in your space, go ahead and put on some socks or something that you might need. So giving you just a few moments to relax and release and let go. Don't you think it's hard to do that? When you let go and you're not doing anything directed by your mind to your body, or your body isn't busy doing something, then the mind starts floating up, at least mine does. So remember the techniques that you can use to kind of find that quiet place. It can be the breath, just watching it. It can be walking through your body with your mind and relaxing where you might hold tension, and just finding that occupy the mind. You can also wander out to nature, visualize the trees, the smell of the pines, the wet dirt after a rain, the sound of the ocean. All these things can help bring quiet. Wait a few moments until I ring the singing bowl. Let this time be yours. And so, with the singing bell following that moment of chaos, deepen the breath, be as you wish. And here are our parting thoughts for the end of the year. It's just an anonymous quote. The race is not always to the swift, but to those who keep on running. Have you heard that before? In life, even more than in fables, what counts is that we keep going despite the obstacles in front of us. And there are plenty of examples of what happens to those who win fame, fortune, or power too quickly. All we have to do is browse the magazine, the internet, to see all of that. And most of us won't have our lives chronicled in print, but we will have lives of value, and we'll love others and do our best as we can, and just keep getting out of bed every morning and going about our daily business. So thought then for the day, there are many things I'd like to accomplish or wish I had accomplished already. I won't be frustrated by not having done everything I aspire to. I just keep working at it. Persistence, persistence, persistence. So with that said, move yourself to a seated position. And yes, I did get a little note that there was a hiccup from Zoom just a second ago, so I think we're all back together. Sit nice and tall, stretch the arms to the side. As we lift the arms and join the palms, and with the hands at the heart, of course, we share the word that means Happy New Year to you. From me, Namaste. Thank you for allowing me this grace to skip out a little bit early today so I can go check on my mom. And I hope you have a wonderful celebration of the new year and do whatever is customary for you to do. And I look forward to seeing you next year with good news and good tidings. Namaste.